Hi, everybody, and welcome into 905 Radio's post-game show. I'm your host, Jaymie. We're talking about the 49ers loss to the Bulls here in just a little bit. Uh, gonna play some advertisement stuff real quick to help support the show. If you have any comments, please put them in the chat. We will get to them. If you have anything specific you want to talk about, I'm gonna throw up the box store here in just a few minutes. And yeah, this was not a fun one, guys, but we'll get into it. We'll have some a little bit of therapy, I guess, if you want to say. So yeah, we'll get into it in just a minute. I'm gonna play those advertising right now, so just get them ready. All right, we'll be right back.
Sponsored by Power Brand Systems. Need help getting new customers for your business? Let Power Brand Systems help you grow with their powerful tools. Visit powerbrandsystems.com/Niner Faithful Radio for more info. If you like our content and would like to support the show, consider leaving us a tip in our tip jar at ninerfaithfulradio.us/tip jar. Join our exclusive membership community where you get exclusive NFR content not available anywhere else. Join our exclusive chat, 20% off of all non-sale For the Faithful by the Faithful gear, and much more. Visit portal.ninerfaithfulradio.us/login to join.
For the Faithful by the Faithful Season 4 apparel is finally here. To see this year's designs and also save 20% off of Season 1 through 3 designs, go to ninerfaithfulradio.com/shop.
Tune in every Monday to watch Jason react to the highlights of last week's game. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X.
Alrighty, guys, there's that. Let me play two more real quick ones.
To you by shop49ers.com, the official online store of the 49ers. Use our affiliate link in the description to get the latest official Niner gear, save 10%, as well as help out this show. By SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio at SeatGiant.com to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out this show.
Alrighty, guys, give me 1 second. Here we go. Alrighty. All right, so the box scores pulled up here. Man, guys, I don't even know. Like, we knew it was gonna be a tough game. It was probably gonna be a bad game, but it was very bad. Niners could not do anything. Yeah, I mean, it was it was not fun. I have a couple comments here. Bob Fire, this SOP Kyle. I'm probably not gonna talk about too much about that right now. Maybe on a different show we'll talk about it more. Mimi Gonzalez tear crying emoji. Another one from Mimi. We knew it wasn't gonna be an easy game, exactly. It was just we all knew the weather was gonna be a factor, and it was a little bit. I will say that Buffalo was more comfortable playing in it. But it was just the crazy thing is that first drive, the first offensive drive, the Niners were going down the field, and they just continue not being able to complete in the red zone is continuing to be a problem, and it was just overall very rough, very rough. Brock Purdy was constantly forced out of the pocket, had to try to make things work. Guys were either slipping or just there's miscommunication with some of the plays. It was just not. It was a rough game on the Niners side. Oh, yeah. Christian McCaffrey looked good for that first half when he was healthy and playing, and then He went down with apparent knee injury and was ruled out for the rest of the game. So we'll have to keep updated on that. Jordan Mason got in there a little bit. He looked good for a little bit and then was getting stuffed, which, that was to be expected. They were going to stop the run because that was really all the Niners were trying to do, is run the ball in the snow. But it just proved that the Bills are just a more talented, and I don't want to say just were a much more prepared team and came out running. And yeah, it was just hard. Debo had a couple of good kickoff or punt returns. I can't remember if it was kickoff or punt. I think it was kickoff. Maybe they were punt returns, but he did good on that end. Had a couple of runs. It was okay. Jennings had a couple good catches. Kittle had one target, and I don't know if they just took Kittle away. I'd have to rewatch, but yeah, it was rough. We have something from Kim here. They think it might be season ending for CMC. Kim, do you know if they're fearing it's an ACL or anything like that? Or if it's just like they're going to just shut him down? Have they said anything? I know they're probably doing their post-game stuff right now, so I don't know. But yeah, it was a rough game. I'm just sad because this is the first game CMC's looked like himself, and then the injury hurts. And pretty sure it was a no contact injury, so whenever that happens, it's never a good sign. Because that means that is literally just some ligament or whatever just not cooperating and causing issues. So I'm sure in the next day or two we will hear more information about that, or maybe because I'm assuming they're going to wait till they get more testing done for CMC. Yeah, Kim says they're still doing tests. Makes sense. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, I guess. At least we saw Jordan Mason. Because he still does look decent. I think that with the game being so run heavy, I think that's why he's getting stuffed as much in the second half. But have to see what ends up happening. But yeah, it was a very rough game, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know. With all the injuries out, the defense looked good on the first stop, and the offense looked good on the first one, to be honest. Their first runs, they look good, but I don't know, man. This is very reminiscent of last week, and it sucks. And I don't know what else to really say besides that, because it's just I will say I really thought they were gonna, and they did show a little bit of fight in that first half. I feel like they were trying, and I feel like it just got out of hand in the second half, which makes sense. That's when the Bills started to pull away. But yeah, it was yeah, it just is what it is, guys. Oh, Niners now fall to 5-7. We'll go through some of these stats real quick. Brock Purdy was 11 for 18, 94 yards. He had almost two picks that were both called back. One was called back, the other one was dropped, or I think, or didn't complete. Rushing Jordan Mason, 13 carries for 78 yards. McCaffrey, 7 carries for 53 yards. Isaac Guerrero, 4 for 19. Brock Purdy, 2 for 4. And Yushik also had a fumble, which is unfortunate. Jennings, 3 for 56. 3 receptions, 56 yards out of 5 targets. Debo, 4 receptions out of 5 targets for 20 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 2 for 14. Kittle, 1 for 7. And then 0 for Pearsall. He had 1 target but didn't get it because I think there was a miscommunication. And then Guerrero had a reception for negative 3 yards, according to ESPN. Yeah, so we had a fumble from Kyle, fumble from Debo, fumble from Brock. So 3 fumbles, that's not great either. If you give the other team a chance with 3, it's gonna suck. I don't think we sacked him tonight. Yeah, we did not sack Josh Allen tonight. We had a couple of tackles for loss. Devondre Campbell, Javarius Ward, year 2 gross most to us. And I think that's it. Some other tackles. Fred Warner is still bringing playing on his bum ankle. Hopefully, send that. Here's another comment from Mimi. Our season is over. Hopefully, we can come back stronger next season. We'll see. I mean, this is not boding well. And Kim also says we need Bosa and Trent back. I agreed with that. Yeah, this is kind of. I really feel like this is kind of. I never like to say make or break games because I feel like anything like the any game goes Sundays, but I just I don't know. I just feel like there's just too much going against the Niners right now for them to be able to do anything. If all these injuries, the attitude of the team, it's just been a lot, and it's a real bummer. And with the way this game goes, there's a very good shot if we don't show up against the division games we still have against the Rams and Arizona that we have to play later. There's a very good chance we miss the playoffs. And like I've been talking about on the other shows, maybe that's what this team needs. So, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I'm going to keep banging that drum because I feel like this team is just burnt out. So we'll see. I'm sure we'll get some updates for injuries soon, probably next day or so. So we'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, it was kind of with the way I had hoped it wasn't going to go. I had really hoped that it'd be a tighter of a fight, but like me and TJ said, I feel like if it was either going to be a blowout like this, or if the Niners won, it was going to be a close game. But I feel like our team also just doesn't do well in cold weather, so that doesn't help either. So I mean, I just whenever we're playing cold games, I feel like the guys just can't do anything. Like they're just not used to it. They don't like it, which they're too used to the West Coast weather. So that's also I'm not gonna put that as the main factor, but that's also a little factor. So here is another thing for Kim. They're having too many missed tackles and Purdy isn't protected. The other teams are getting double the yards with Bosa off the field. Agreed. Me and TJ on Friday talked about the O-line and how it needs to be addressed this offseason. That's a big problem, and really wish Kyle would freaking just address it. With and then with Bosa out, they're just running rampant, and our D line can't get penetration for as much. They get so close, but they just can't finish. And the guys are too slippery for them to grab because the quarterbacks are getting way more elusive and harder to tackle. So it's been an extremely, I feel like this season is just going to be a rough season, and maybe it just has to be the way it has to be. So we'll just have to see moving forward what happens. Hopefully, we'll see what goes on. But yeah, we are now 2 games back from Seattle and 1 game back from Arizona, Arizona and LA. So, yeah, it's not going to be a fun time, guys, just to let you know. But, it's just, I feel like this happens every once in a while, is where we have a really good season, and the next season the guys are just burnt out because I feel like they put a lot of energy. But yeah, I feel like we were talking about on Friday, this off season is going to be very interesting to see what they decide to do and what they want to do. But yeah, there's a lot of fundamental stuff coming on. There's just a lot of injuries and a lot of people trying to help out other people, and it's just becoming a mess. So I don't know if do you guys have any other comments that you guys want to go over, because it's just been it's just might be the way the season is, and maybe it's just gonna happen. I do think that this team does have a lot of talent, and I really hope our next draft class is just as talented as this one is, because I do think we got a lot of good young players from this draft class that could develop into potential spots. But like I was talking about on Friday, I feel like we're in that crossroad right now where our veteran guys who have been here for a while, our strong players are getting old and can't do as much, and our younger guys start have to picking up the slack, and depending on how the draft went and the players, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, unless you guys have anything else, I'm not gonna talk you guys' ear off too much. I know TJ and oh my god, Jason always go more in depth on into the games, so I try to leave that all for them. They're a little bit better at it than I am, to be honest. But yeah, this one is pretty rough, and it's sad because we know the potential of this team, and this is just not a team's year, guys. I think it's pretty much safe to say. Which, maybe we all just need a break from this off season, this postseason. Maybe that's the thing. So who knows? Alrighty, guys. Well, unless you guys have any other comments or anything like that, please let me know. And let me know. Like I said at the beginning, follow us on all our socials. Help support the show if you can. If you want, go back and play back at the beginning. It has all of our social media information. We're on all the socials. Check out our tip jar link if you want to help support the show. It's greatly appreciated. We basically did this out of however we can and trying to make it work as best as we can. So, yeah, just let me know. Please feel free, or even just tell other friends about the show. We love to have new people pop in. That's always great. But yeah, guys, well, alrighty. Well, I will let you guys try to enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your guys' week. I'll see you guys next week over the weekend. Enjoy it the best you can. It's going to be a tough loss, but we'll be all right, guys. It'll be okay. And as always, just go 49ers. As always, go Niners.